Hello, fabulous Leo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2016 General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, we've got the continuation of a financial focus that actually started late last month. So late last month, we had a full moon happen in a part of the sky for you that had to do with your income. I spoke about this in last month's horoscope. This month, the focus changes and becomes about what astrologers call other people's money. So this is grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns. This has to do with benefits that you might qualify for. So all of this becomes more of a focus in the early part of this month and stays a focus through most of the month. With this will come the need to interact with financial institutions of all kinds. And ultimately, this is about understanding the resources that are available to you, understanding the role of credit or not, understanding what it is and how it is that you're going to create true wealth for yourself. So there's a practical element to this, needing to reach out to others, but also a more personal element as well, considering what prosperity really means and defining it for yourself. So with all of this, it does suggest, when there's so much energy paid on matters of money, chances are the money is there. That's what tends to happen. Now, this particular solar eclipse does suggest a new opportunity or a new prospect where it comes to these very kinds of sources of money. And with this particular solar eclipse, it is speaking with Jupiter, speaking with Saturn, speaking with Pluto as well. So as I look at that and these powerful connections that are happening, it does suggest that whatever progress is made, whatever changes happen, do have a strong sense of consequence, if you will, on many areas of your life. They're speaking to matters of needing to access this funding for different things. It could be for your children, as suggested by Saturn. You are going to have to figure out that right way forward with this, because sometimes kids want what they want, but then you've got to figure out, is this a need or is it a want? Because there's so much love if you have kids, right? Especially for Leo. Leos want to give their kids everything, and they love being a parent in general. They love being a parent, all else being equal, right? If you're a student of astrology, you know that if you've got, let's say you've got a Leo sun, you may love being a parent, but if that Leo sun is speaking with Uranus and speaking with Pluto and speaking with Saturn, all in, interesting ways, it changes the energy a little bit, but all else being equal, in general, the Leo energy does love being a parent, loves being a big kid with their kids. And this energy can suggest that there's a strong desire on your part to give your kids, if you have them, or give a child that you love everything, and having to figure out how you're going to do that, or having to figure out if that really is best to do. Is that in the best interest of the child or not? Also with this month, with the way that the energy is playing out, there's also an emphasis on romance and money. So I'll talk about that more in the love-focused horoscope, but just to give you a little bit of a heads up, generally, like if you meet somebody and it's the second date and they ask you for, they hit you up for a loan, you want to take a step back. is a good idea. It's a good idea all around. I think that's never bad advice, but particularly under this particular time, you may want to be mindful of that. If you're just getting to know somebody, somebody kind of casually, or you're, somebody through enjoyment only. Somebody because you hang out with them sometimes and you have a lot of fun, but all of a sudden they need you to be a therapist, or they need you to, save them financially. That should make you take a step back. So that's not just in love, but it can speak to many areas of life, people that you know in many different ways in many different areas of life. Also, with this particular solar eclipse, ultimately it is about the new, it is about the next, and it is about empowering yourself financially. And this particular eclipse is speaking with Pluto. And Pluto right now is in a part of the sky for you that has to do with the work that you're doing and the workplace. So with this harmonious conversation, it does suggest that if you want to do something different or do something new, if you want to create prosperity for yourself, or you want to get some money to invest in a work-related idea, this can be very helpful to you. Also, if you're self-employed, this can be a time when you attract a client who delivers a large sum of money, but of course, ultimately there will be work involved with that at the same time. As we move towards the later part of the month, there is a lunar eclipse, a full moon eclipse happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with siblings, cousins, and neighbors. These types of people are especially going to be that much more important. And it is going to be those relationships that ask for you to talk things out. There might be an element of negotiating. There might be an element of needing to clear the air, needing to put the past behind you. But this is a great time to seize that very moment to actually talk about what you need to actually state what it is that you need to in a way that will likely generate a further conversation, and that likely can help you to move into the future by understanding what you don't have to relive, and by understanding each other that much better. What I love about this month for you is that emphasis on communication, but also an emphasis on how it is that you're connecting and communicating with others, and how it is that that supports a sense of worthiness and safety as well. There's a sense now that you are learning about the role and the emotions related to prosperity and how it is that you're going to create more of it. And there's also an understanding that prosperity is not just about the money. It's not just about the numbers in your bank, but it's also about a feeling. And it's about feeling that your life is prosperous in terms of the people who care about you, and in terms of your ability to say what you need to and feel heard, and to feel genuinely cared for. And you will find many examples this month of people who do want to hear you, people who do want to connect with you, and people who do want to, in key ways, be present and be there in support of all your endeavors.